Secretum 60, maximum duration 60 seconds. We follow the movements of the charts on the MetaTrader 4. Insert our indicators and the template you find in the dedicated post. You have the link in the description and you will see the chart similar to this. We will have the indicator automatically trace only green pivot lines sloping downwards to the right and red ones upwards to the right, thus only converging with each other. The alarm indicator, on the other hand, highlights with a small yellow arrow the moment of exceeding a resistance that we need to look for on M30 or H1. Rules for entry. 1. No less than 5 consecutive M1 candles of the same color. 2. Reaching or exceeding a pivot line of at least M30 or H1. 3. Appearance of the arrow on M1. Immediate click for entry. How to act. Going back in time, from right to left on the M1 chart, we look for successions of consecutive candles of the same color. We notice that most of the momentary reversals occur after a certain succession of candles. We will see reversals after 1, 2, or 3 candles, as well as easily see reversals after 6, 7, 8, or more consecutive candles of the same color. But a succession of at least 5 candles is what has given the best results. Therefore, we will follow the chart on M30 and H1, and if we have a sequence on M1 of at least 4 consecutive candles of the same color, we will take the value on the pivot line that the chart will probably reach and follow M1. At the moment we arrive at the taken value, or a little before or after, and the yellow arrow appears on M1, we click for entry with a maximum duration of 60 seconds. Let's see how to act. We see on M1 the first succession of a green candle, a small red almost doji, and 3 greens, followed by a red that momentarily interrupts the ascent. The small red almost doji and the second red will not be considered in the sequence of 5, but as we can easily see, the 2 candles are part of the upward trend, even if their closing was lower than their opening. We have then more than 5 candles. We still do not see the arrow, but we quickly move to the other time frames, preferably M30 or H1. We look for the pivot line. The arrow could appear immediately or at the next M1 candle. We see, just above the chart, a green pivot line that could be easily reached very soon. With the mouse, we position ourselves vertically on the line and the window where the value appears. It must logically be higher than the value of the moment, so we are careful to position ourselves correctly vertically on the last candle of the chart. We immediately memorize the last 3 digits, in our example, 763, and quickly return to M1. We prepare for an entry, and if the prices should reach our value or nearly or exceed, therefore 763, and a yellow arrow appears, we immediately enter the trade with a maximum duration of 60 seconds. Let's analyze a second example from real trading. The sequence of 5 consecutive candles of the same color is respected. We were ready to click after quickly checking the other time frames, H1, and we had memorized the value of the line. Candle 1 is a doji. It does not interrupt the descent. It is not counted in the sequence of the 5 necessary. Number 2 is the one that made us enter. Assuming we reached the taken value, it was the one of our click. The arrow appears in M1 and we open the trade. Attention! The click must occur exactly at the appearance of the arrow, because usually there is an immediate re-entry of prices. You will find all the details in the PDF that you can download from our site, including the indicators. However, we give here some details for an excellent entry, always referring to the image. Let's suppose we enter instead when candle 2 stops, maybe waiting for a better value. Many times certainly the prices will continue in their direction after the appearance of the arrow, but usually there is a reversal, even minimal, right at the moment it appears. We noticed that if we had entered at the close of the 2, seeing the subsequent green, we can think that the outcome of the trade would still have been positive. But the green is very small, 0.2 of a pip, and if its difference between opening and closing had been related to a variation of MetaTrader, therefore not a real market price variation, the closing of the trade could have been in break-even or even in loss. If you respect the rules, you will realize that the system is exciting. It only takes speed in the entry click. Follow the link in the description to download our indicators. You will also have the complete manual of the Secretum 60 strategy, a great value that we share with you. After trying, you can ask for details or comment on your experience. Thanks for following.